A spider thief has entered the city and is using cobwebs to trap 3 people on the wall every day. He trapped these 3 people on the first day. He then trapped these 3 people the next day. And on the 3rd day, he trapped these 3 people. So think about it, and tell me which 3 of these 5 people will be trapped against the wall on the 4th day. Think carefully and tell me your answer in the comment section. Let's have a look at the answer. If you look closely, you'll notice that the spider thief is sticking 3 people, wearing the same colors. On the first day, guys dressed in red were stuck. Blue shirt, blue pants, and blue t-shirt on the 2nd day. So, now that 3 of these 5 are dressed in black, it's their turn. Did you get it right? There were 2 thieves in London. One used to rob during the day, and the other during the night. On the first day, the day thief stole 1 item, and the other thief stole 2 items during the night. On the 2nd day, the fast thief stole 3 items during the day and 6 items during the night. So think about it and tell me, how many things the day thief will steal on the 3rd day? Consider your answer carefully and leave it in the comments section. Let's take a look at the solution. He'll steal 12 items, as they both steal after totaling their possessions. For example, on the 2nd day, the thief stole 3 items, as opposed to 1 and 2 the day before. Then the night thief stole 6 things, as follows: 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. And that's why the day thief will steal 12 things on day 3, because 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 is equal to 12. Let's move on to the next one. Ria is being chased by a pack of wolves. Suddenly, she sees a house. To get there are 3 routes. The first path is thronged with mummies. They think of humans as their enemies. The second path has zombies. They love hogging on human brains. The third path has vampires who love gulping down human blood. Can you tell which path is the safest for her? Let's take a look at the answer. If you are smart enough to notice, it's a bright and sunny day, and vampires can't step out in the sun. This means that the third path is the safest for Ria. You got this right, didn't you? Let's move on to the next one.
Before moving forward, subscribe to our channel and never miss out on our future videos.
While chasing a thief, Mehul reaches a cave. As soon as he enters it, the door of the cave shuts. Suddenly, a voice comes from the cave.
If you want to get out of the cave, you have to press any one button. You've been provided with hints. Use them to press the right button.
So, think and tell me, what will replace the question mark? That's the button which will open the door of the cave. This is a tricky one, so take your time and pause the video if you want. Let's have a look at the answer. If you observe carefully, you'll notice a pattern. Every alternate thing is living. The first is a non-living item, and the second one is living. So, the first, third and fifth are non-living, so 7 will be a non-living item as well. And out of the 4 options, the only coin is a non-living item. Mehul pressed the button and the cave door opens up. Let's move on to the next one. You have to choose any one of these 4 superpowers, which you'll have for the rest of your life. First is invisibility, which means you can be invisible whenever and wherever you want. Second is mind reading, which means you can read anyone's mind. The third one is time traveling, which will help you to travel through time. This means you can travel to the past and see whatever you want. Fourth is teleportation, which means you can teleport wherever you want in a second. Like if you are in Europe, you can travel to the UK in a second. Now, think wisely that which superpower will be best for you to have. Let me know your answer in the comments section. Let's have a look at the answer. You should choose time traveling, because then, you can travel back in time and obtain all the superpowers. Mehul was awarded for his brilliance by the government. And to celebrate that, Mehul threw a party for his friends. He invited a lot of his friends. The celebration was going great, and as it was about to end, Mehul went to the washroom, where he was attacked brutally. Mehul wasn't able to see the attacker's face, but he saw that he was wearing good, decent clothes, which means he must be someone from the party. Mehul got up the next morning, and went straight to the security guard. He asked him how many guests were there in the party hall, after he went to the washroom. The guard tells Mehul that there were 3 people at that time: Monty, Ronnie, and Sam. And they all disappeared from the party after a while. Mehul visits all 3 of them, to ask them why they left the party. Monty says,
To be frank, I was too bored at the party. And I left way before you were attacked.
Sam says,
My distant cousin was streaming live on YouTube. He's in China, and he was streaming live from there, so I went home to watch it.
Ronnie says,
I wasn't feeling well. That's why I left for home.
Mehul instantly understands who is behind the attack. Can you think? Think carefully and let me know your answers in the comment section. Let's have a look at the answer. If you picked any one of them, you're wrong. There are 2 people involved, and both of them are lying. Pause again and think carefully. Let's see the answer. Sam and Monty are both lying. There's no YouTube in China, so how can Sam's cousin stream from there? And how did Monty know that Mehul was attacked? And if he knew, why didn't he inform the police? That's how Mehul understands that. Let's move on to the next riddle. One day, Mehul decides to attend a magic show. While the magician was performing on stage, Mehul starts laughing. The magician gets offended by this and calls him to the stage.
You think you are smart, huh? Solve this riddle. You have got 5 glasses placed in front of you. 3 of them are filled with water, and the other 2 are empty. You can only touch one of them, and you must make it look exactly like the other set of glasses on the table.
How can he do it? Can you guess? Let's get to the answer. It's quite simple. Take this glass and transfer the water to the middle glass, and then place the empty glass to the other side. Detective Mehul got this right, did you? Let's hop on to the next one. Sarah had a lot of work pending at the office one day, so she decided to stay late and finish it. She called her husband and said,
I'm going to stay up late in the office. I'm alone here, but I need to finish my work.
She also sent a selfie of her. After seeing the photo, her husband Ronnie realizes that Sarah is not alone in the office. But how exactly? Can you think? Think carefully and tell me your answer in the comment section. Let's have a look at the answer. If you look closely, you'll notice a glass on Sarah's table with 2 straws in it. After seeing this, Ronnie began to suspect that Sarah was not alone in the office and that someone else was present as well. He rushes to Sarah's office and discovers that there are 3 more women working there. Look at them carefully and tell me which one had juice with Sarah. Think carefully and tell me your answer by commenting. Let's see the answer. Sarah was with the second girl. The second girl is wearing pink lipstick, while Sarah is wearing red, which is the same combination as on the straws. Let's move on to the next riddle. Once, Krishal was roaming in the jungle when suddenly, a wild rhino confronted him. He scared him away with his karate skills. But, as soon as the rhino went away, poisonous snakes found their way to Krishal. He ran away from them, but was too unlucky, as he was attacked by tribal people. He started running backwards and entered a cave. There were 3 doors through which Krishal could escape the jungle. Behind the first door, there are extremely poisonous snakes, which will bite Krishal if he enters the door. Behind the second door, there's a man-eating tiger who loves human meat and is hungry for days. He'll eat Krishal alive if he even tries to enter that door. Behind the third door, there are hundreds of mirrors, and if Krishal enters that, he'll go crazy seeing so many reflections of himself. Now you think, and tell me which door he should take to escape this situation. Think carefully and tell me your answer in the comment section. Let's have a look at the answer. Kushal will open the second door and enter the third door with his eyes closed. The tribal people will come after Kushal to look for him, and the man-eating tiger will eat them. He will then slowly enter the second door and escape the situation. Now let's move on to the next one. Look at these three girls and tell me which girl is getting wet, A, B, or C. Let me know your answer by commenting. For more such interesting riddles, subscribe to the channel quickly.